Kevin, first game of two over the bank holiday weekend, and after last weekend, down to earth, there's a bit of a bump today, losing 3-1 at Barwell. Your thoughts on that?
Very much so. I think we came out and we were on the front foot for I think up until the first goal, but the biggest disappointment is I think we look a threat going forward, but we really need to be making better decisions and defending better than we did, and certainly for the credit to Barwell, they kept going and kind of caught us a little bit on the counter, I guess you could say in some ways, but we've had a lot of the ball in the first half, lots of shots, hit the post, the goalie's made a couple of good saves there as well, and we really got to be turning those moments and situations into goals, and when you don't, understanding away from home, there's still plenty there for Barwell to hang on to, and they took their moments better than we did. But again, our defending in those situations was woeful, and we've got to do better. You can't defend like that at any level. If you get passed around and played around, then you accept that, and you understand that if someone scores one from a distance, you sometimes have to take those situations on the chin. I just thought, like I say, the defending for all three goals was really poor, and we have to do better in those moments.
Sure. You did have a period in the first half, as you say, when probably 10-15 minutes or so, it felt like after sort of a bit of a scrappy start that you'd got Barwell on the back foot. But when you didn't get anything out of that one, aside from the fact that you've not taken your advantage of your moment, does that give Barwell perhaps hope that, we've seen off the best of Telford got to offer there and give them some fresh impetus?
I think so. And you always know that wherever you go and whoever you play, they're going to have a period in the game. And, they've turned their period, was it a period? I don't know, but they certainly worked the target better than we did, and credit to them, and recognised certain moments. And when you get yourself that 2-goal cushion, it can be difficult. We've continued to push, and we've had very good moments there in the latter stage of the first half that we really should be converting. And again, it's a group thing. If we're converting them at one end, it brings us back into the game, as Montel's goal did. At 2-1, you're starting to put them under the pump a little bit, and they've got a little bit of work to do, but to then gift the third like we did and have that mountain to climb again becomes difficult for everybody. Then the whole face of it, starts to look a little bit disjointed, and players end up kind of doing what they want to do as opposed to what we were doing quite effectively. And it can look disjointed in those situations. But I thought, for large parts of the second period, we passed the ball well, and you have to, work hard to get moments. And when those moments come along like they did, and Montel finished really, really well, gives you a chance and opportunity in the game. But no lack of effort. I think the boys are working really hard, and there is plenty of endeavour there, but there's certainly a naivety about us, and there are certain areas there that clearly we have to go and do better in.
Sure. You made one change from today, which was Nathan Fox. Obviously wasn't able to take part because of his injury last week. I guess off the back of last week, you weren't going to make very many changes. That after a performance like that, you would reward the side for what they'd done. But then it's about maintaining standards, isn't it? Once you've done that,
very much so. I think you're always looking for that little bit of continuity within the group, and I didn't want to start upsetting the situation. We played well enough last week. We played well enough at times today. Like I say, for 30 minutes, we were the more dominant side away from home, passed the ball very well, nullified the threats that we felt Barwell would carry. And as I say, almost certainly we've had better moments there, and probably should be in front at that stage. Okay, some of those moments are from distance, but we've hit the post. The goalie's pulled out a great save from the ricochet that I think followed up. But it just again serves to emphasise how important it is when you get and have a control of the game, that you've got taking moments and giving yourself the cushion to go on and win. Then when we defend as badly as we do in that 5-minute period or whatever, it becomes difficult for everybody. And that's, we're learning about players' capabilities and holding down and taking responsibility for their roles in the side. And that, in certain areas there, became evident that needs to improve.
Sure. I have to say credit to Barwell. They as you say, they took their opportunities, and then they managed that very well in the second half. We thought, that the game became a bit broken up. There wasn't any chance to build momentum, and in a way, that's almost kind of what you want to see from your own team.
Exactly that. You've got to manage the game, but when you've got that 2-goal cushion, you know, we've done great to get ourselves back in there at 2-1, scored a good goal, great finish. You know, all of a sudden, you know, that we've given that bit of encouragement to ourselves. But then to concede the third in the manner that we did, yeah, you know, you can't give cheap soft goals away like that. And like I say, you know, we've at Leiston we did, and we have done here today. And yeah, you know, we've got to eradicate those moments and understand away from home what it takes to win games. And you know, you've got to deny the opposition. You can't allow 3 goals to go in there. Credit to Barwell, as you say. You know, they've played well and finished moments better than we did today. Consequently, take the points.
Sure. It's a quick turnaround. Monday, Hale's home in town at home, where obviously results have been 100% so far this season. So, but you know, I think imagine there's some work to do. There's first of all, people have got to rest and got to sort of come prepared to, you know, I guess, do better than they've done today.
Yeah, certainly. You know, there'll be 1 or 2 bumps and bruises off the back of today, and you know, we need to regroup and making sure that we, you know, get on the front foot again. And like I say, you know, there are some real positive performances out there today, and it's just one of those last little bits to the jigsaw, I guess, that where we can be, like I say, more robust and manage our role within the team a little bit better. And then situations you don't end up falling behind and chasing the game, and it's important anywhere. It's never more important than away from home. Once you give, like I say, you know, the opposition good moments and situations, and they seize them, it can become a long afternoon. And unfortunately today, it was.
Kevin, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.